So here we are in the shop again, as usual. It's Saturday, weekend, Sunday. Don't even know what day it was.
We missed Saturday.
I missed Saturday. We missed Saturday because yesterday we were on the road all day, and we went and picked up 2 brand new motors. 2 brand new GM 602 crate motors from Will Hull Motorsports. Thanks to Will. Got them in, got them dynoed, got them out. So good to go to Florida. So thumbs up to him. If you guys need motor work, go see him. Great guy to work with. It's our first year working with him, and he's been excellent. So it's good to have good relationship with your motor tuner. We used to have motor builders, but now they're just tuners because we can't build anything. So anyway, it's good for that. Walt's getting is ready to go.
Fixing the furnace.
Right now he's working on the furnace. We had a semi-blizzard yesterday. Mostly wind, about 2 inches of snow, but it blew around like it was 2 feet. So this morning was a lot of plowing, cleaning up, getting all that stuff done. It's been bitterly cold here, so we're really looking forward to some warmer weather. 20 below zero has not been uncommon the last little bit. So anyway, we started putting some vinyl just for the Florida trip on. The cars are a little different. We got different scheme, and then when we come back from Florida, the cars will get wrapped with something else. But for now, we wanted nice, clean looking,
quick and simple,
and you know, with a little bit of a focus on the hustle and the Highside thing on the rear quarter for all the fans in Florida and stuff like that. So yeah, so we got a couple motors to put in. The truck's all done, ready to go. We'll be loading that up. We'll move that over probably Monday or Tuesday over in the yard here and start prepping, getting loaded. Most of the stuff is already in. Last year we had to go through and do everything because of the new trailer. This year, majority of the stuff's already in the trailer.
Yeah,
so
it's not going to take us till 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it won't take us all that time. Now we pretty much got to load tires, load cars, and then any extras we want to bring, and we'll be good to go from there. So anyway, follow along. We're going to put this motor together and put it in at all the pulleys and everything. Walt will put all the pulleys and stuff. We get them from GM or from the motor guy, and as you can see, it just has a harmonic balancer. They come all sealed from them. You can see it's nice, neat, and shiny if you've never seen one. All the bolts are marked. They've been torqued from the factory. So all that stuff. So they're basically tamper-proof as far as that goes. But having them tuned, you know, figuring out what each motor's attitude is, what they want for carburation adjustments and things like that, there is something to that, as everybody knows. So we try not to leave anything on the table because it's so close with the horsepower. We can't, you know, just build a bigger motor and go faster. We have to figure out how to go faster with our suspension, or make it handle better, or drive it harder. Those kind of things. Sometimes drive it too hard and it hurts you. But these cars are a whole lot different than a big block as far as that goes. So it's definitely a different race for us.
Yeah.
So
keeps it affordable though.
yeah, it's what keeps us racing, keeps us affordable. You know, in the game, and that's why there are so many crate type modifieds in the, you know, at tracks and stuff like that. So we're gonna go over. We'll put you on time lapse or something. We'll put some decals on, and we can put some pulleys together.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Might set this one in.
Yeah. And we'll get some footage maybe of setting that one in. So stay tuned. All done. Nice.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, we got a little sidetrack. My motor's in. We kind of missed the boat on that one. We got all the stuff put on. We'll show you the details of putting Dad's in. It's the exact same process. You can see right now he's putting the pulleys on. So he's cleaned up all this stuff, all that. We got to take some plugs out, put the water temperature warning light. So we put a warning light thing in that one. And then we put the temperature probe there. I'll show you on my car. So like if the car was to get hot, the orange light comes on. So that's a sending unit into this. So if it gets hot, the orange light comes on. So you can see like when you turn this on and turn the ignition on, this flashes because there's no oil pressure. Obviously when it's up around 30, I think over 40 pounds or whatever, it comes on, it shuts off. So we got that, we're gaining. We're coming along pretty well. Dad's over grinding some stuff right now. We got all the vinyl on. We're gonna keep on trucking. What you putting on?
The direct drive coupler. So this here, lots of cars, race cars, stuff have a clutch and a flywheel that starts the car. We don't. This is our flywheel. We don't have any clutch, and then the tranny just slides in here. It's direct drive. It's the only thing on the back of this motor is just this. That's why we have, just like we get rolling, and once we get rolling, you hear the cars kind of click in, or you'll see them kind of jump, or like we kind of, you know, take off. You'll hear the guys do that. They're not necessarily just showing off. You got to kind of get up to speed to get these to lock in, and once it's locked in a direct, that's it. So once this coupler is locked on, the transmission is locked onto it. Or in the transmission, I should say, because there's a shaft that goes in here, and in the tranny it locks in. That's it. But this is what actually starts the motor. So it's just, that's it. So it's one of the things where it makes good power because there's very little rotating weight on the back of the motor. So just cleaned the bolts all up and everything, and checked everything out. Teeth on this look good. These are balanced. You can see how it's been drilled out for that. And we put some Loctite on these, tighten them up, and this one's pretty well ready to put into the car. Front's all dressed, and my steering pump is still on the car there, so I'll put that on. I never unplumbed it, so that will get put together there. I got to put just my
expansion tank on.
And this one's ready to go in. So we're coming along nicely.
Yeah, I told them we got a little bit ahead of ourselves putting mine in. Put it in and didn't turn the camera on.
Yeah, we'll get this one. You can see they go in really easy. You can watch the process of how we set them in. Yeah, you can change these at the track. If you got them all dressed, you can pop them in and out. I mean, literally, what holds the motor in is you have these bolts here. So these bolts, which are pretty easy to get to, right in through this panel here. You can get at them and put them on. And then there's a mount. This is a motor mount. It just bolts to the side right here. That'll go there. It sits down onto the frame right here, like that. So there's those bolts in the back, and then these here. That's all holds it in. And you can set this in completely dressed minus carburetor, as you'll see. So pretty not bad.
I'd say the dirt modifieds, after everything that we've raced between the ACT late models, the pavement modifieds, these are by far the easiest to take the motor in, put it in, and take it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Because especially the transmission's already hooked. You know, it's hooked in the back there. You can see the back of the transmission right there, where everything else is usually hanging off the back of the engine.
Right. Yeah. The big block cars that you see race, a little more in depth, they have oiling, an external oiling system. We don't. Our oil system is inside here. So there's a pump in here that pumps oil. So it's an internal oil system. The big block cars that you see with the short track super series or super dirt cars, those guys have external oil pumps. It's mounted like over here, and there are lines that come off to an external tank that's mounted beside the driver. And what that does is it allows them to, they only pump enough oil into the motor just to lubricate and cool things. It makes power. Now what happens is the crankshaft has to slosh through the oil in these motors. it slows it down, so it robs horsepower. By taking that away and just injecting oil enough to do that, one, the pan can be different, there's windage, there's all kinds of scientific stuff that you can get into in the motor, but basically it gets the crank up out of the oil, keeps the motor so it's getting just what it needs, and it helps them to make power in those motors. So those are a little more in depth, but they can change them. It's not impossible. A sprint car, never changed when I've kind of seen them do it. They have a whole setup where it's like all together and the stuff just plugs. They can pull, I think it's radiator, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, it's quick disconnect.
Just bam, bam, everything quick disconnect to put motors in cars. So probably the hardest thing really is messing around with the exhaust, and it's not hard, it's just kind of cumbersome or whatever to mess with. But yeah, you get a bunch of guys with some wrenches and you can change one of these out in a hurry. So,
yeah, even with 2 of us.
Even with 2 of us, yeah.
Just like that, another motor set in. Like we said, it doesn't take long at all. Dad's got to space his power steering pump out a little bit, and I got to put exhaust on, and we'll be ready to roll. Probably the next video you'll see will be us on the way to Florida.
Yep.
So we got like 3 days to get everything ready to go. Not even days, 3 nights. We still got to work during the day. So we don't have a ton left to do. Set the cars up, load the stuff up, and we'll be ready to race. So, as always, thanks for watching. We still got some work to do. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Be a lot of good content coming out here soon. We're going to be racing in January. We've never done that before.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
February, not January. February.
Yeah, we're going to test and race for 4 nights.
Yeah.
All-Tech Speedway, Lake City, Florida. That's where we'll be. Come see us. Come see us in the pit if you want. Like to talk to fans, new fans, old fans, any fans. That's why we do it. So we're excited to warmer weather.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier in the video, I think it's been, we've had several days that it was close to 20 below zero. So it's been cold. So not only are we looking forward to just some warmer weather, but to race, and back at the racetrack is always where we want to be. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. So if you want to watch us live or any of the Short Track Super Series stuff live, it'll be on Flow Racing.
Yeah, Flow Racing covers everything for us. Do a great job. Those guys do a great job, and it's a nice outlet. So if you can't be there, Flow Racing.
February 8th through the 12th. I don't know why I keep saying January.
Subscribe. Tons and tons of racing on Flow Racing. This year, pavement racing and dirt racing. So whatever. I mean, if you like racing, Flow Racing's where it's at. They cover a lot of great short track stuff and great content. So yeah, check it out. That's where you want to be. If you can't be at the racetrack, you want to be Flow Racing with your bowl of popcorn, beer or soda, whichever you prefer, sitting in the easy chair.
Yeah.
So
for sure. So as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Next time you see us, we'll be on the road, ready to roll to Florida. So thanks again.